These are the four major reasons and points from Ortom's speech before he was arrested and blasted by Presidency through its words. Benue State Governor Samuel Ortom has recently been on the news after his bold utterances regarding the unpleasant state of security in the country. The video of his speech has been circulated by various media houses, and many speculations have been drawn regarding his statements, with the most pertinent of them being that the president works for the Fulani to take over the country, Nigeria. The video was filled with many utterances aside that, and the presidency have countered his speech and blamed him to some extent. They believe the governor sees faults in others without necessarily seeing his own. Below are four things which I picked from the governor's statement before he was blasted by the presidency. Number one, the governor made mention of the fact that the president at some point gave an order for the security agencies to shoot anyone possessing and with possession of an assault rifle, particularly AK-47. But the governor said the Minister of Defense claimed that that wasn't possible because persons in possession of their rifles have to be prosecuted. The governor was trying to establish a point that the security agencies ought to execute the orders given by the president to prove he is still the commander-in-chief of the armed forces and not counter his order, which is the president's order. Number two, he urged his fellow governors to come together and persuade the president to declare a state of emergency on security so that all hands will work in synergy while addressing the security issues once and for all. The rising number of vices from all parts of the country needs to be addressed before it escalates into a full-blown war, which is clearly undesirable at this point in time. Number three, the governor said the president's body language is sending the wrong messages to the people, as it seems he is working for the Fulanis to take over the country. This was in reference to the initial claim that he gives order and others don't follow it, as he said in the video. Number four, he also made reference to the First Lady, where he said she had previously raised alarms regarding the hijacking of the leadership of the country years ago, and in his colleagues what the problem is, so they can help him because he believes something is happening, and if nothing is done as soon as to help the president, it might sink the country. From this last number, which is number four, which he made, that the wife of the president made references that regarding the hijacking of the leadership, because they have hijacked his husband's leadership. His husband is no more competent, and the reason why the incompetency is so glaring and obvious, nobody knows. But in a nutshell, there have been speculations that the Buhari we knew as at 2015 by emerging as a president is no longer the Buhari we are seeing now, or we don't even see the Buhari. It's either we see his video tape walking around shaking people, coming down from airplane, but he does not address the country. Is it true that Buhari is not alive or is incapacitated due to what Nnamdi Kanu said, that we should look vividly and should check that our president is not the Buhari, is a cloned Buhari? Ortom gets right, and everybody have been supporting Ortom concerning the speech he made. And that number three, which he said, the governor said the president's body language is sending the wrong message to the people. If Buhari really has a problem, they should open up to us. It's not that anytime Buhari wants to give speech, Buhari finally open up. Later I will say, the spokesman, the presidency said Buhari said. Buhari said through Garuba Shehu or through Femi Adesina, which is not so good. And at the long run, the fifth point he pointed out was that we did not vote for either Femi Adesina or Garba Shehu we voted for Buhari. Why would they always speak for him? And meanwhile, Osinbajo is supposed to be the vice president. Why the word supposed is just because they've never allowed Osinbajo to, represent his office as the as a vice president. Benue State Governor Ortom recently been on the news, and he has been so unpleasant with the administration. It's unpleasant to not even only Ortom, to the general public, to general Nigerians. Nigerians are not pleased with the administration. It's either he should be impeached or resign, integritily. If he does not resign with humility, he will be impeached. And there are so many protests going on all over the state of Nigeria, especially in the south, that they need Buhari's resignation. And the Yorubas are also planning and agitating for a protest. They have so many placards, raising that they need good governance, and Oduduwa Republic must stand. Oduduwa Republic must stand because they don't believe no more in the name "We Are One Nigeria." So many reactions. Because as I'm reading this article, so many are aggrieved. So many people are hungry with the presidency. Someone says Nigeria needs more Ortom. There is no opposition party in Nigeria. Ortom is a one-man squad. Thanks to him, it doesn't really matter which party he is, either PDP or APC, but he needed to speak for his people. But as it is, Nigeria is in a state of jeopardy, like I used to say. Ortom is a man. Any mouth that spell doom against him shall never know peace. Any weapon fashioned against him shall not prosper. So why are these evil men attacking for? Is there anything about the statement that is wrong and untrue? If Ortom has said the truth, why are so many people attacking him? There are lots of things that are expected of a leader from the subjects, but the most important among such things is the peace and security of the people, which Governor Ortom is one of the best in the country. So many governors are hiding under their tongue. They wouldn't want to express themselves. All of them know the truth. They know the truth, and they don't want to say the truth, so that because of their political ambition. But Ortom does not really care. Nothing concern future reference, because it's only God that knows the future. Those that are clamoring and agitating campaigning, or does not want to say the truth about the insecurity in Nigeria, especially the northern governors. They are planning to salvage their interest in politics, but it stands that they don't know tomorrow. No one knows tomorrow. No one knows what tomorrow holds for us, but we need to do the needful. Finally, God bless Governor Ortom abundantly. Others are just cowards. They don't know that Ortom is a bridge separating them from the Fulani terrorists.